All right, folks. This is a live stream, and I'm not going to be interacting with the viewers too much because mainly this is an information video, and it's mainly new information. I'm pretty sure that I haven't mentioned 90% of what I'm about to show you. So, for the new people who are new to the channel, by watching this video, by its, if this is the only video you've ever seen, you might not fully grasp the magnitude of what I'm showing, but uh, if you're new, just pay close attention and maybe you will understand. But if you don't understand, you got to watch a lot of my videos and make sure you watch only the live stream section on this channel because I haven't done a pre-recorded video in over a year. So just watch the live stream section on my channel. Just watch all those live streams and then you'll start to understand. So if you're new to the channel, pay attention. I have two predictions. The first prediction is that on June 11th, there's going to be a spectacular event in Seattle, that whole area of King County in Washington State, okay? Because Seattle's in King County. So it's probably going to affect more than just the Seattle area. And Elvis was known as the king, and Seattle's in King County. And you're probably thinking, what the hell are you talking about? What does Elvis have to do with this spectacular event in Seattle? Because everything to do with Elvis has to do with the 666 and the Antichrist. I'm not going to get into it here. But so that Seattle event on June 11th is going to connect somehow to Elvis. And you'll see, because I've explained it in the videos, but you'll see after the event happens. Then the other prediction I have is that on August 4th, Trump gets his head wound. Okay, I'm 100% about the date of August 4th, Trump's head wound, but I'm 99% about where it's going to happen. Ohio. That's, like I said, I'm 99% on that too, but it may not be 100%. But anyway, but the date of August 4th, he gets his head wound. And Seattle event that connects to Elvis is on June 11th. Okay, so this video is about the June 11th Seattle event. So let's get started. If you see anyone in the chat who's lost, please tell them to watch from the beginning. All right, that way they can understand it. Anyway, so and make sure you thumb up the video too. All right, and after the video's loaded, make comments too under the comment section. Anyway, so like this first part, I'm just gonna lay a little groundwork here. All right, that way you can understand where I'm going with this first part. So Elvis, I told you he was known as the king, and Seattle's in King County. Elvis died at the age of 42. Washington State is the 42nd state, and that's where Seattle is, right? And I could show you a bunch of 42 connections, but I'm not going to do that. I just wanted to show you this because I was going to focus on a particular number. You'll see why I'm saying that. So if you add up all the numbers between 1 through 42, add up every single number in between, you get 903, okay? And interestingly enough, if you add the 42 to the 903, you get 945, and that's my birthday again, because I told you I was born on 9/4, but it was on leap year, so it's 945. But anyway, just look at the 903 for a second, all right? That's not the number we're focusing on, but just for this 1 second. So remember, add up all the numbers between 1 through 42, you get 903. So listen to this. From Elvis's birthday, okay, from Elvis's birthday, January 8th, to the date 9/3, because remember, he died at the age of 42, and Washington's the 42nd state where Seattle is. So the 9/3, see, it's 903. 903 is the date. From Elvis's birthday, 1/8 to 903 is 10 months, 11 days. Now, you'll see why this is what we're going to be focusing on. Now, watch what I'm going to show you. First of all, September 3rd was the day that I revealed that Elvis was the Antichrist back in 2019. So September 3rd, when written out like this, equals 162. And June 11th, the day I'm telling you Seattle gets struck, is the 162nd day of the year. Okay? And so right now, what I want you to pay attention to is the 1011. So if you add up these numbers, it's 1011, right? Now watch how important this is to this puzzle. Keep watching. So Washington State was founded on 11/11 back in 1889, and I told you Elvis needs that 9. And look, he was born on 1/8, and he turns 89 next year. You see, in 2024. So anyway, forget about that. So remember, it's all about the 1011 we're focusing on. So Washington was founded on 1111. So from the first of the year to 1111 is 10 months, 11 days. Okay? There's your first 1011. Okay? After what I showed you, earlier. Where is it? When I showed you earlier that from Elvis's birthday to the date 9/3 is, if you add up those numbers at the bottom, it says 1011, you see, which connected to the 42. If you add up all the numbers between 1 and 42 was 903. Because, you can, when you write the date, you can write the dates as 903. But anyway, so Washington was founded, and in between that 1/1 to 11/11 is 10 months, 11 days, okay? So 10/11 we're focusing on, okay? Pay attention. So when you use the time and date calculator, pay attention. From the first of the year to 11/11, when Washington was founded, if you don't add the day, but up to that day is 314 days. When you add the day on the calculator, you get 315 days. On a leap year, it's 316, and look what it adds up to. My birthday again. Because I told you I was born on 9/4, but it's 9/5. Because it was a leap year. It landed on the 9/5 day. You get it? So again, I ask you, what is the chance of all these things happening? But that's not what we're focusing on. We're focusing on the 10/11, but I'm just showing you the connections. Is it just a coincidence that from Elvis's birthday to 10/11 is 9 months, 4 days? There's my birthday again. You see? Watch. You'll see how it all connects. From the first of the year to 10/11 is 9 months, 11 days. See, there's your 9/11 connection. Okay? You see, from Elvis's birthday to 10/11 is 9 months, 4 days, which is my birthday. But from the first of the year to 10/11, it's 9 months, 11 days. Okay, so the 10/11 connects to the 9/11. And the 10/11 also connects to the 11/11 because it's 10 months, 11 days into the year. 11/11. Okay? Now, and I just got finished telling you that about my birthday connections with that, because from the first of the year to my birthday is either 247 or 248 days on leap year. From Elvis's birthday to 9/11 is 247 or 248 days if it was a leap year. So it's the same equation, Okay? Okay. So I was just showing you how it all has the connection to the 10/11, because from the first of the year to 10/11 is 9 months, 11 days. And then from the first of the year to 11/11, when Washington was founded, is 10 months, 11 days. And notice it's 315 days. The 10 months, 11 days is 315 days. When you add the day on a regular year, up to that day you added is 315 days. Why am I showing that? Because look, 315 days comes out to 45 weeks. And I told you how important the 45 is, because, it's the connection to Trump. And also I told you that the Elvis has the big connection to the 45, but I'm not going to get into all that. But, Trump being the 45th president and all. So 10 months, 11 days is 315 days. Look, remember I told you what 315 is? 315 is the triple crown. 15, 15, 15, because the letter O is the 15th letter. The O is the crown. So it's the triple crown, right? And 15, 15 is 45, and 1 plus 5 is 6. That's the reduced number. So reduced number for the O is 666. And Elvis was born on 1/8, and he needs the 9. 4 plus 5 is 9. You add up all the numbers between 1 through 9, you get 45, which would connect to my birthday, because 1 through 9, 9, 4, 5, get it? And remember, from Elvis's birthday, see this equation, look, this equation from the first of the year to 11/11 is 10 months, 11 days to Washington's founding date, the state. All right, it's 10 months, 11 days, but it's 315 days, right? But from Elvis's birthday to 11/11 is 308 or 309 days? 3089. See how it says, how I wrote it? 3089, because it's 308 or 9 days if you add the day. So look, the 77th prime is 389. That's the year Elvis died. All right. And you know what happened that year? Look at this. If you minus 389 from 1000, you get 611. So the 611 is connected to the 389, which is connected to the 77th prime, right? Which I showed in my last video, you know. And why am I saying that? Because see, Seattle slew the same year Elvis died on August, he died August 16, 1977. A horse named Seattle Slew won the Triple Crown that same year. And slew means to violently kill. They're going to violently kill Seattle. They're going to slew it. Okay? And that's why when you see this equation from Elvis's birthday to 11/11, Washington's founding date, is 308 or 9. The 77th prime is 389. See, 389. The 0 can be nothing. And 1000 minus 389 is 611. See? So you have a 611 connecting to the 77, and that's when Seattle Slew won the Triple Crown. And notice it's got 3 zeros. That's the Triple Crown, you see it? Anyway. And here's just a little bit of, like I said, it gets a little bit better. Just pay attention. And, Space Needle, it was opened on 421, and the Queen was born on that day too. The Space Needle in Seattle was open on 421. If you went from 611 to 421 when it opened, it's 10 months, 11 days. And Elvis, he was born on 1/8, but this is the backwards 8/1. From 8/1 to 6/11 is 10 months, 11 days. So that was the only thing I could find with the connecting to the 6/11 here with the 10 months, 11 days. But you'll see it in a moment how it all connects. All right, before I move on, is there anyone are you guys kind of following it so far? Or are you guys lost? because I'm about to connect to 611 right now to all of this. You're about to lose your mind when you see the rest of it. So please focus, okay? So are you getting what I'm showing right now about the 1011 so far? Or do you need help with it? I just want some feedback before I move on. So we're focusing on the 1011. Like I said, it all connects to each other. The 1111, the date 1111 is 10 months, 11 days into the year. Okay? The date 1011 is 9 months, 11 days into the year. And on the Roman calendar, 1111 is 9/11. You get what I'm saying? It's all connected, okay? Just like 9/11 is 7/11, 8/11 is 6/11, Anyway, so we're focusing on the 1011 right now, which you've been looking at right now. Get ready, because like I said, if you have a brain, you should lose it when I show this to you. But like I said, you have to have spiritual eyes and ears to fully grasp what I'm showing. All right, here we go. Okay. Remember to thumb up the video, okay? All right, now why are we focusing on this 1011? Look at this. 10 hours, 11 minutes equals 611 minutes. See? 611 minutes is equivalent to 10 hours, 11 minutes. There's your 1011 connection. See? That's why it's so important, this 1011. And if you go back and look at all those connections I just showed, it'll help you understand why the 1011 is so important to this puzzle. Okay, now also, first of all, I just showed you that 611 minutes is 10 hours, 11 minutes. It's got the connection to the 1011. And the word twin equals 66. Okay, and it just so happens that the date 611, 6 times 11 equals 66. Okay, and 610 610 is the day that Prince Philip was born, the PP. Prince Philip is the PP. You see? And look at this. 6 times 10 is 60, and 6 times 11 is 66. All right? And, you know, there's a reason why. And notice it's the 10 and 11 and the 66, the twin number. See? 66, 10, 11. Okay? And it's 6066. 6 times 10 is 60. 6 times 11 is 66. You see? And why am I showing that? Because look, Elvis died on 8/16/77. From Elvis's birthday to 8/16 on a regular year, it's these 2 days right here. But on a leap year, if you add the days, 222 days, and that equation is 60.66%. 60.66%, which is what I just showed you with this. You see, 60 and then 66 for 6 times 10 is 6 times 11, you see? And remember, 611 minutes is 10 hours, 11 minutes. So it's connecting to there's a 10 and 11 right there. You see what I'm saying? Anyway, so you have the connection to the 60.66% from Elvis's birthday to his death day. And also the 60.66. Look, remember I just showed you that equation? Look, June's month chart. Okay, June is the very first time you see June is the 6th, right? The 6th month. Then it would be the 18th month, the 30th month, the 42nd month, the 54th month, and the 66th month. So the 6th month, the 6th number down is the 66th month. The 6th month and the 18th month and the 30th month and the 42nd month and the 54th. So everything in between would count it as 0. So it's 6 to 66, see? 6066. You see what I'm saying? And you know, and June is the Gemini, you know, it's the twin. Because I told you, Elvis had an identical twin that died at birth. Trump is the replacement twin. And Elvis was born in the 1st month, and Trump's born in the 6th month. You see what I'm saying? And the word twin equals 66. You have 6, 6, which is another twin number, 66. Then 66 again. All right. And, remember I was showing you that Elvis's birthday, from Elvis's birthday to 8/16, his death date on leap year is 222 days. Why is 222 also important? Because look at that. It's got the 8/10 is the 222nd day of the year. It's got the 8/1 with a crown. That's Elvis's birthday backwards with a crown. But look, 8/10, when you add the day on a regular year, is 222 days. If you don't add the day, it's 221 days. On a leap year, it's 223 days. If you add that up, it's 666. See, that's why that 222 is so important, because it connects to the 666, you know. And you know that the skull and bones number, you would do it backwards. It would be 322, 222, 122 would be the 666 also, same thing. The 322 is the skull and bones, you know. Anyway, which I told you guys about years ago. And if you think all that is a coincidence, hold on. So about that month chart, when I was showing you the 666 stuff, let me just show this real quick. That way you understand that nothing's a coincidence. I'm going to get back to the 1011 stuff in a moment. I just got to show you this for the people who've never seen it. You know, I have to show it a bunch of times. That way you can, you know, grasp the magnitude of it. So remember I showed you. What did I just do? Hold on, folks. So remember when I was just showing you the June month chart? And by the way, my phone has a bunch of cracks on it. So the cracking right there. Anyway, calendar, the June month calendar. Okay, I told you the first time you see June is the 6th month. And if you just keep going, you'll see how I numbered every one of them. And every 12 months, that it's, you see what I'm saying? I mean, of course I could show you tons more, but look what happens when you get to the 56 number down. See? I'm not yeah, right there. Oh, I got the wrong thing up here, folks. Hold on. I got the wrong one up here. What did I do here? Hold on. Uh-oh. Did I lose it? Did I lose the original one? Can you believe this? I lost that original one. So now I have, anyway, so forget it. Anyway, so I'm just gonna have to show you the card. I messed up and I don't have I don't have that anymore. I have to redo it. It's a lot of work. So let me tell you what happened. So the June month chart, I told you the first one was the 6, and then the 56 number down is 666. Okay? And if you were to add every single number in between the 6, 6, then the 18, the 30, the 42, the 54, all the way down to the 666, it comes out to this equation. It comes out to 18,816 when you end at the 666. And that's Elvis's birthday and his death date. You see that? It stops at the 666. You see? And I told you from Elvis's birthday to 611 on a leap year, it's 156 days. And notice it's the 1 and the 5-6. See, it ends at the 56. Anyway, yeah, I totally messed this up because I wasn't able to show it to you because I did something on my phone and messed it up. But anyway, let's move back on to the 1011 thing again. So remember I was showing you earlier that the twin equals 66 and notice the twin has the 21 there, right? Because look, 10 plus 11 equals 21. We're back onto the 1011 again. So 1011 equals 21. 21 plus 45. I told you Elvis needs the 45. And it equals 66. And earlier I was showing you how 6 times 10 to 66, the twin. 6 times 10, 6 times 11 equals 6066. And by the way, from the first of the year to Trump's birthday, it's 165 days, and the 165 days is 21. It's I'm sorry, it's 45.21%. So again, it connects to the twin number because it's 45.21%. 45 plus 21 is 66, which is the twin number. See what I'm saying? It all connects, folks. 21 plus 45 is 66. Anyway, it connects to the 1011. That's why I was showing that. Anyway, back to what we were talking about. Watch. Get ready. You're about to have your mind blown right here. Get ready. So 611 minutes is 10 hours, 11 minutes. And earlier, if you saw the 1011 connections I was showing, all right, you'll understand what I'm about to show here. So 611 minutes is 10 hours, 11 minutes. So that means that 10:11 a.m. is 611 minutes. But 10:11 p.m. military time would be 22:11. Are you seeing what I'm showing you here? So 10:11 p.m. would be 22:11 the hour, military time. Does that number look familiar? You know what I mean? Look at that. And I've been telling you guys how long now that this particular person who got supposedly killed on that day, get ready. You're about to see something crazy right here. So remember, I just showed you that it's 22:11 hours, right? Connecting to the 10:11, because 611 minutes is 10 hours, 11 minutes, and 10:11 a.m. is 611 minutes, and 10:11 p.m. is 22:11. Check this out. JFK died on 11/22, which is the backwards of 22:11, right? If you were to add all the numbers between 1 through 66, is 22:11. Can you believe that? Do you understand what I'm showing you there? Because I told you 611 minutes is 10 hours, 11 minutes, and all the connections to that, to the 611, to the 22:11. And look, twin equals 66. Every number between 1 through 66 equals 2211. JFK's death date was 11/22. And you know JFK, his brother was killed, RFK, right? So you had a twin killing. Are you ready for this? Are you ready? Remember, twin equals 66. 1 through 66 is 2211. JFK's death day is 11/22. 611 minutes is 10 minutes, 10 hours, 11 minutes, which is PM 10/11 would be 22/11. Look, RFK was killed on 6/6. Are you seeing it? So it's twin equals 66. You had twin deaths. He was killed on 6/6. He was killed on 22/11. 22/11, 66, 66, 66. I mean, can you believe what I'm showing you, man? Come on. Come on. Is this ridiculous or what? What I just showed? No, folks, this is beyond. Are you guys even grasping what I'm showing here? This is beyond ridiculous, what you're saying. All right, I don't even think you guys understand. Are you guys even getting what I'm showing? There was a twin assassinations of brothers, 22/11, 1 through 66, twin is 66, RFK's killed on 6/6, JFK's death date is 22/11, because they say the date backwards in the UK, so it is 11/22, same thing. And I told you that 22/11 connects to 10/11 p.m., 10:11 a.m. is 611 minutes. I mean, come on, man. God help me. How come I can't take this? Anyway, let's move on. So, okay, why am I showing this? Pay attention, okay? Pay attention. Pay attention. You lukewarm heathens, pay attention. Tired of this, man. Elvis's birthday is January 8th, okay? Elvis's backwards birthday is 12/23. And why is that? Because see, the 8th prime, he's born on the 8th day, which leaves 357 days in the year. So the backwards birthday of Elvis would be the 357th day because he's born on the 8th day, because it would make 365 days, which is 1 year. So the backwards birthday of Elvis is 12/23. So if you add up 1/8 and 12/23, you get 13/31, okay? 13/31. I'm focusing on 13/31 because every day in January will equal the backwards birthday of December birthdays. So every birthday in January is the backwards of December's birthdays. That's all you have to remember. That's not what's important. What's important is this, 13/31. Okay? But before I show you the 13/31 connection, let me just show you this. Elvis and Jesse were born on 1/8/35. Jesse was sacrificed at birth, supposedly, because his twin died. Look, from Elvis's birthday to 12/23, which is Elvis's backwards birthday, remember that I just showed you? Elvis's backwards birthday was 12/23. In between 1/8 and 12/23 is 350 days. And see 35 with the crown? They were born in 35. See that? And look, the backwards birthday is 12/23. 12 plus 23 is 35. You see what I'm saying? You see how perfect it all is? And the 42nd prime number, I told you Elvis died at the age of 42. Washington is the 42nd state. 42nd prime is 181. 42, the 42nd prime is 181. If you add the 42 to the 181, you get 12/23. And if you put the numbers together, look, 181223. 181223. That's the birthday again. Are you getting it? Are you seeing how ridiculous this is? 181223. That's his birthday, and that's the backwards birthday. and yes, JFK was the 35th president. Exactly. Okay? Exactly. And guess what the 35th prime number is? 149. Guess what day JFK was born? The 149th day of the year. Okay? There you go. You got it. I've mentioned that many times. You see what I'm saying? And JFK's birthday is the backwards birthday of August 4th, the day Trump gets his head wound. Okay? Man, are you guys getting what I'm showing, man? Anyway, let me go back for a second. Ah, man. Yes, JFK. That's right. JFK is, I've shown this before too. JFK has the the 611 in his at the end. J is the 10th letter. But see, you know what equals 106 is the words the crown. The crown equals 106, then you have 611. But anyway, listen, this isn't about JFK. I was just showing you how incredible. See, I could have gone on and on. I have tons of stuff on JFK. I'll give you another example. Like January's month chart, the first one would be January would be the first month, right? So it'd be 1, then the next 12 months later it'd be the 13, then the 25, 37, and so on. The 45th number down is 529. That's JFK's birthday. The 45th number down. See? Because JFK connects to Trump. I'm trying to make you guys understand that Trump is the next JFK. He's the next head wound. And JFK was the 4th assassinated. Trump will be the 5th. 4-5. Get it? The 45. I've shown all this information already in the past. All right. So are you ready? Are you ready for more? There you go. There you go. Good catch with the RFK. I didn't even think of doing that one because I did the JFK before like that. But yes, the RFK is the 18611 because R is the 18th letter. See, it's 18. Elvis's birthday to 611. Can you believe this, man? That's a great catch, SR. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even do the RFK one, but I did the JFK one a long time ago. See what I mean? You see how it's all connected? You can't make this kind of stuff up, man. Come on. All right. Anyway, back to where we were. So we were focusing on the. We're focusing on the 1011, right? But remember what I showed a little while ago when I was telling you the backwards birthday of Elvis's birthday was 1223. And if you add that up, it's 1331, right? And pay attention. Why is 1331 so important? Remember, it's the backwards, all of the dates of January will be December's birth dates. Backwards birthday will be December for January. Anyway, 1331 it equals. Look, the prime numbers. The 6th prime number is 13. The 11th prime number is 31. So it connects to the 611. See? 1331. 6 and 11. Are you seeing that? Are you seeing that? And you remember earlier I was telling you that 10 hours 11 minutes is 611 minutes. In the AM, 10 hours 11 minutes is 611. Then 10:11 p.m. would be 22:11. Remember? Now look at this. How many minutes is 22 hours and 11 minutes? How many minutes is 22 hours, 11 minutes? Look at this. All right, now can you freak out? Come on, man. Come on. Do you see it? Do you see it? I mean, come on, man. Are you getting what I'm putting down, folks? Are you understanding it? It is beyond ridiculous. How much more connections do you need? Yes, it is incredible. It is incredible. And remember earlier I was showing you the here's just some random stuff that connects everything to. Remember earlier I was showing you the 6066 stuff? You remember earlier I was showing you this? Look at this. 6,066 minutes is 101.1 hours. So it's 1011 again, the 1011 again. You see what I'm saying? But this time it's 101.1. Okay. for 6,066 minutes. And then here, how about this? 1,110 hours, which is the back numbers of 1011. 1011 is what we're looking at. 1,110 hours is 66,600 minutes. 111 hours is 6,660 minutes. 110 hours is 6,600 minutes. 1,011 hours is 60,660 minutes. And whatever, I showed you that other one. Hey, I was just showing you a few things here. And then 10 hours is 600 minutes. 11 hours is 660 minutes. See what I mean? So if you look at that, remember, we're talking about the 10 and the 11 this whole video. And look, if you take those numbers, it looks like this. 666 with triple crown. You see what I mean? So you get 666 and you get the triple crown there. And look, another with the seconds even. Like if you did 66,600 seconds is 1,110 minutes. Whatever, man. I'm just showing you a bunch of stupid connections right there. Those are meaningless. All right, now. Okay, so before I move on, oh, man, I'm telling you, folks, if you don't go back and look at that JFK information that I showed just now and connect that JFK information to the earlier information, then you go back and look at that JFK information again, then look at the 1331 connection. If you put all of that together, literally, what I'm trying to explain to you is that there's no way that these are coincidences. It's impossible. It's absolutely impossible, okay? Now, so we're focusing on the 1011 right now, right? Which is connecting to the 611 because remember 611 minutes is 10 hours and 11 minutes, right? And and Elvis, he turns 89 next year, okay? So look. So from 10/11, the date, to Elvis's birthday, when you don't add the day, it's 89 days. Up to that day is 89 days. If you add the day, it's 90 days, okay? But you know why it's important, this equation, besides it having the 10/11? Because see this? 2 months, 28 days is 89 days. 2 months, 29 days is 90 days. Look, that's Elvis's death date. Elvis's death date is 8/16. It's the 228th day, 229th day, see? It's the same numbers, 228, 229. From 10/11 to Elvis's birthday, you see? I told you, everything has to line up perfectly for this puzzle to manifest, okay? And remember, Elvis turns 89 next year, and the 24th prime number is 89, and the year is 24, see? The 24th year next year is, and Elvis turns 89, the 24th prime is 89, you see? And why am I showing this? Why am I showing this? Oh, because of this. Look, if you minus, look at this. If you did 10,000 minus 1011, you get 8989. But I just did it the other way. 10,000 minus 8989, which is 1011. 1011 again, connecting to those 89s. And why am I showing the 89s? Because look, the prime numbers, the first prime number is 2, the 24th prime number is 89. See, the 289. 8989 is 1011. And we're in the 24th next year. You see what I'm saying? So it's the 8989. That you get it? Because it equals 1011. And why am I showing that? Because see, if you only use 189, remember it's going to be a twin event. 189, I mean the 89 only is 911. You see what I'm saying? 1,000 minus 89 is 911. And remember, Elvis needs the 9. Elvis was born on 1/8. He needs the 9 and the Triple Crown. You see? And the 1011 connects to what I was showing you earlier, which is the 611 minutes is 10 hours, 11 minutes. Anyone who got in late to the chat, you are not going to understand or grasp the magnitude of what I'm showing unless you watch from the beginning. And so now watch, pay attention, folks. So why am I showing this equation? Because remember, I just showed you how there was 289s and it connected to the 1011 just now. I just showed it to you. Look at this, from America's founding date, okay, to the day Elvis turned 45 years death. Remember, it was 45-year death anniversary. That was the day the fuse was lit. Right now, that fuse is lit and moving closer and closer to that June 11th date. Okay, so from the day that America was founded to the day Elvis turned 45 years dead, his 45-year death anniversary, it was 89, 89, 2. Get it? 2 89s. I just showed you that. And you can, and by the way, it can be 3 also. It was a 3 here. It was 2 days or 3 days. It was 89, 89, 2 days, or 89, 89, 3 days. And why is the 3 important? Because remember, 389 was the 77th prime. So it all connects, like I told you. And remember, that was the day the fuse was lit, August 16th, 2022, when Elvis turned 45 years dead, because from that day, that the day the fuse was lit on his 45th death anniversary, from that day to next year, 6/11/2024, is 666 days. That's the day Seattle gets slewed, okay? Do you understand? All right. Anyway, hold on one second, folks. I'm trying to put all this stuff away here. And back to what we were talking about. And you know, Elvis, he had an identical twin that was born, right, on 1/8/18. They're both born on 1/8. It's 2/16. 8/1/81 backwards is 16/2. So it's 2/16/16/2. That's June 11th, the 162nd day of the year. August 4th, 216th day of the year. 16/2, 2/16. Elvis and Jesse were born on 1/8/18, 8/1/81, 2/16/16/2. Anyway, so it's 2 of them. Get it? 2 of them. 289. Get it? Remember, I was just showing you the 289 is connected to the 1011. Remember earlier? So if you did 1,000 minus 89.2, remember the other one was 89.89. If you did 89.2, it comes out to 108. See? That's Elvis's birthday. 108, 108. You get what I'm saying? 89 twice. I thought that was interesting. And remember, it's all about the 10 and 11, right? 10 times 11 is 110. And you know the floors on 9/11, the Twin Towers, they had 110 floors each. Remember that, okay? And look, 1,000 minus 110 is 89 with a crown, 890. And next year is 2024. If you take out the 0, look, 666. See what I mean? 666 plus 2024 is 890. See what I mean? 10 times 11 is 110. 1,000 minus 110. This is plus 666 plus 224 is 890. Are you guys understanding what I'm showing? Hold on, man. I gotta take a break. Are you guys understanding what I'm showing? For anyone who got in late, you're not going to understand. Go watch from the beginning. You must watch every minute of this video. Okay. Now, so remember I told you how the 45 connects to this. Not besides Trump being the 45th president. And him and Elvis when his 45-year death anniversary where the fuse was lit. I just showed that. Look at this. Is this a coincidence? You think this is a coincidence? I'm just asking. Could it be? Maybe, but I doubt it. How about this? Look. The Super Bowl, the 44th Super Bowl and the 45th Super Bowl These were the dates. Look at that. It's in the year 10 and the year 11. The 44, 45. I mean, look, folks, I'm just wondering, are these coincidences? I'm asking you. You know, just you decide. Okay? And notice the numbers here, 22 and 6 and 7. Look, Elvis equals 6722. You have 6, 7 right here and a 22. And you know, 67 and 22 equals 89. And 44 plus 45 equals 89. Okay. 89, 22 plus 67 is 89. And 2010, 2011 equals 4021. That's the day the Space Needle opened, 421, Queen's birthday. I'm just asking, folks, is it a coincidence? What do you think? Do you think that's a coincidence? I'm just asking. Can anyone answer that? Does anyone believe that that's a coincidence? I'm just saying. All right, so there's only like one more mind-blowing thing, which is, it's pretty mind-blowing compared to, you know, not compared to the other JFK stuff, but it's pretty mind-blowing. But anyway, I'm almost done. I only got 3 more cards left. I guess nobody's going to answer me. Anyway, all right, so here we go. So is it a coincidence that the prime numbers for 10 and 11 is it adds up to 2, 1. I mean, 10 and 11 is 21. Then this 29, 31 equals 60. So it's a 216 across. You see, 216 with a crown. And the total is 81. But look, it's the 216 with a crown, right? And I told you guys how important that 216 with a crown is. Do you guys remember how I showed you why that's so important? 216 with a crown. Besides the fact that August 4th is the 216th day, that's not what's, because you know Elvis Aaron Presley, he equals 216. His full name equals 216, and August 4th is when Trump gets his head wound. But look, when you type in 216 and you add a crown, hold on. What the heck? Give me 1 second here. I'm going to add that crown and show you what it does. Look what happens. So when you add a crown to the 216, it's the first number when adding a crown where it does this. No other number does this when you add a crown, I'm saying. It's the first one that does this. Look what it does. So remember, 216 with the letter O. The O is a crown. 216 with the O. Look what you get. See? It's the first time that when you add a crown to a number, this is the first time. Not only does it equal the exact same forward and backward, but it's the 333, 333, 666. You see? It is the first time when adding a crown to a number that does this. Okay? And it's at the 216 mark. Okay? Okay, you understand how important that is? And I can show you other stuff, but I'm going to end it with that. And I was showing you that the prime numbers. Remember, I was just showing you the prime numbers for 10 and 11. It was 216 with a crown, kind of 2160, right? But look, here's another connection. You know, Elvis turns 89, right? The 8th and 9th prime. 8th prime is 19, 9th prime is 23. Notice that it's the same numbers. 10 and 11 is 2931. Look, 2931. 2931. I'm just saying it's the same numbers, you know. So you have the 89, you know, because Elvis turns 89 next year. And this is Seattle, Washington's initials. S is the 19th letter, W is the 23rd letter, SW. And I can show you more. I can show you how that connects to the 8-4 also. But oh, and by the way, speaking about the 8-4, look, from Elvis's birthday to 8-4, if you add those numbers up, it's 9-12. 1 plus 8 is 9. 8 plus 4 is 12. And what's in between 9 and 12? 10 and 11. See? 10 and 11 is in between 9 and 12. So I'm just telling you guys what's going on here. You know, because I showed you that the floors, you know, 110 floors. Remember? I was showing you the 110 floors. 10 times 11. Remember? 10, 11. 110 floors. 10 times 11 is 110. And next year, Elvis turns 89 with a crown. 666. Next year's 2024, 890. I'm just saying, you know, if you look at all the connections, you know, that I'm showing you. And I told you next year, Elvis turns 89. And 1,000 minus 89 is 911. But you have two 89s because it's like a twin connection. And two 89s minus 10,000 is 1011. You see what I'm saying? Which is all the things I was connecting earlier. Now, this is going to be it. This is it. I only have these two cards left. And so just pay attention. And I'm going to delete the video. I'm going to end the video. I'm not going to delete it. Make sure you thumb up the video and make sure you comment in the comment section. I would recommend you watch it again. You know, comment in the comment section under the video. Not here. I'm saying over there. And make sure you thumb up the video. All right. So here we go. This is gonna be the last two cards. So I'm gonna end the video too. So whatever you have to say it quick after I finish. So, okay, now pay attention closely for you to understand what I'm about to show. So the word Washington equals 130. If you just add up every letter according to what it is in the alphabet, the W is the 23rd letter and so on, right? So the 130, it equals a total of 130, right? The date, 5/10, is the 130th day of the year, okay? And if you go 5/10 to 10/11, from the date, I'm saying, because 5/10 is the 130th day, Washington is 130. 5/10 to 10/11 is 154 days if you don't add the day, 155 days if you add the day. And from Elvis's birthday to 6/11 is 154, 155 days on a regular year. Okay? See what I mean? It's the connection exactly to from Elvis's birthday to 6/11 on a regular year, because Elvis was born on a regular year. But next year's a leap year. That's what I'm saying. The leap year is what's got to be taken out. So look, 5/10 to 10/11. There you go again. And you know, this connects to the crown number, but forget it right now. But you see what I'm saying? Like, please tell me how this is possible. You know? All right, but here we go. So remember that Washington equals 130, okay? And so what I'm about to show you, pay attention. So remember, again, what the month chart is. Whenever you see me talk about the month chart, what that is saying is, let's just use December, for example. December is the 12th month. So the first time you see December would be the 12th, right? Because that's the first time you see it. So if you see the sequence, the first time you see the month of December, it would be the 12th month. Then the next time you see December, which would be number 2, would be the 24th month, because 12 months later. So instead of starting from 1 again, starting back to 12 again, we're just going forward. 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72, 84. Do you get what I'm saying? So whenever you see me talk about the month chart, and the number on this side is just the sequence number, and then the number here is the month number. So, okay, so now, what number month is October. Because remember, we're talking about the 10-11, because the 10-11 connects to the 6-11, because 611 minutes is 10 hours, 11 minutes, and all the other stuff I showed earlier. So look, here's the last card I'm showing. So remember, Washington equals 130, the word Washington, right? October is the 10th month, okay? So remember, 10 and 11 is what we're looking at. So the first time you see October is the 10, right? Then if you go to the 11th number down, look at it, 130. See that? Washington equals 130. 10, 11. I mean, come on, man. I mean, do you see what I'm saying, or you don't get it? I mean, it's ridiculous. How many connections do I have to show you before you fully grasp the magnitude of it, man? It's literally impossible. Anyway, that JFK stuff earlier, what you saw with the JFK stuff is off the charts, you know. And if, like I said, I can't show you every JFK connection. I've already shown it already in the past, all right? Just like I showed you all the 9/11 connection. Anyway, folks, last 2 minutes. Anybody has anything to say it now. And if you've gotten late to the chat, you got to watch from the beginning. Make sure you watch every single minute of this video and rewatch the parts that you don't understand, and rewatch the parts that will blow your mind, because just look at what I'm showing, man. You can't make this stuff up. And then not only that, listen to some of the things that I say that I don't show on the card. You know, just to, you know, because I say things sometimes because I didn't write it down on the card, you know. Anyway. All right, folks. I hope you can understand all this, you know. Because it's not easy, man. It's not easy being Jurassic. Yeah, I appreciate that. Oh, man. Anyway, I appreciate you guys hanging out, and yeah, I appreciate that. God bless all of you. And by the way, folks, again, I'm going to repeat, just because I yell at you doesn't mean that I don't love you guys. I love all you people, but I just get frustrated. Okay, if you don't understand how frustrating this is, then I'm sorry, man. You just have no compassion or understanding for humanity, man. If you can't understand why I get so irritated with this, then I guess there's no hope for anyone, you know. Anyway, and even for the people who left the channel, you know, I care about them. I don't want nobody to go to hell. I don't want nobody to feel bad. I want whatever journey you're on, go on it, but there's only one way to heaven, and that's through Jesus. So you guys, you know, get right with God, because Jesus is God. And you know, just know that I'm human. I make mistakes, but and I would apologize if I had intent. If my intent was coming from a bad place, I would totally apologize, but it's not. When I'm yelling at you guys and calling you names and stuff, it's because you're frustrating me, because you're not understanding why I'm asking you to do the things that I'm asking you to do. It's not for me. That's why I don't apologize. Because you see, if it was me and it was for my ego, then I would be apologizing. But it's not. I'm trying to tell you, we need to help others. And the only way we can help others is to try to do our best to get people to see the videos. Because see, I don't gain nothing by anybody watching, because I don't care about subscriber counts. You know, I don't care, because I told you I had so many subscribers years ago when I was doing my fake news videos, but you know, I stopped doing it because this was what God intended me to do. So I'm not going to listen to the viewers and say, hey, don't do this prediction stuff. You're going to ruin your reputation. I don't care about my reputation. I care about what God wants me to do. I don't trust in man. All right. Anyway, God bless all of you, and God bless all those who left the channel, and hopefully they get right and understand what I'm saying here. Anyway, Jesus is God in the video.